Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be turning these velvet pants into a cute two-piece. So right here I already cut off the bottom part of the pants. So now we're just going to seam rip, or you can cut the pants open. It just depends on what you really want to do. But I will say, if you do choose to cut it, you have to be really, really careful to cut along the line. You know what I mean? So here I'm just cutting it up higher so that way I can be able to form the skirt and lay the pieces flat. Here, I just flipped the skirt inside out, and now I'm repinning it on the side where we're gonna sew. Actually, we're not gonna sew on the side, just kidding, haha. Here I just took the two bottom pieces that I showed you in the beginning and cut them open, and they matched each other, so I made that into the top. So right now I'm just lining them up to pin them just to get an idea of what I'm going for. Okay, so here I'm just taking some of the other leftover fabric, and cutting it open in order to make the straps for the top. After pinning the top and getting it ready, we're going to go ahead and sew the skirt. So you're just going to sew along the lines. I really can't show you guys because it's black, but when you guys pinned it for the pieces to be flat, it's kind of like a line. You'll see the line when you go to sew it, and it'll make sense. So how you should, gosh, I can't talk, how you should sew it down, y'all. Jesus. Basically, in so many words, when you go to form the skirt from the pants, you're going to make the little flaps lie flat on the skirt, and when you do that, pin that and then sew along that line. Here I'm just going to cut off the excess fabric after sewing it down because I don't need it anymore and I don't want it to just make the skirt bulgy, so let's just cut it out. So after pinning it down the first time, I realized that I pinned it the wrong way. You're supposed to have the right sides kissing each other, so I'm doing that now, and I'm just going to repin it and then go ahead and get ready to sew. So here I'm just getting the straps ready. So I'm just gonna take the piece that we cut out earlier and just fold it and sew it down. And that's how we make our straps. And we're just gonna take a safety pin and stick it through to flip it inside out. Not inside out, but flip it the right way, if that makes sense, because we sewed it inside out. So you gotta flip it so it can be the right way. So now I'm just hemming the top and the bottom portion of the top. I'm gonna go ahead and sew that down so we don't have any rough edges, so it can look, somewhat professional, you know what I'm talking about? Like the straps are pretty self-explanatory, but I just want to make sure that the straps are even, so I'm evenly, separating them and making sure they're on the right spots on both sides before sewing it down. And this was the final product. I ended up having to take a little bit of the bottom part of the skirt off because it was a little too long for me. But yeah, just something simple, nothing too major.